now we will manipulate the sheets นะครับ for the worksheet that we have we can rename them นะครับ we can shuffle the order we can delete we can copy นะครับ and we can do lots of things so right now I created too many worksheets I want to delete all of them no not all of them I would like to delete from sheet 2 to sheet 7 I want just sheet 1 only นะครับ so what should I do so I'll start deleting sheet 2 first okay let's see in order to delete this sheet นะครับ you just click on the tab นะครับ just click on the tab for the sheets that you don't want right click and then you see a context menu the menu that come from the right click we call it as context menu นะครับ you see insert delete name rename move or copy view code protect sheet tab color and select all sheet this one นะครับ when I don't want sheet 2 I click delete now sheet 2 is eliminated already I can do the same thing with sheet 3 sheet 4 until sheet 6 until sheet 6 yeah just leave sheet 7 first นะครับ and then I'll show you something some of you say that hey it's so easy to right click and delete what happened if I accidentally delete the wrong sheet what should I do นะครับ you can see that if you would like to undo of deleting the sheets you can't do it นะครับ because in here you can see that the undo button doesn't have any symbols it's a grayish one นะครับ you can't undo anything so what should you do if you accidentally delete the sheet you close Excel straight away without saving it นะครับ don't save it so that once นะครับ you open it once again นะครับ all the sheet comes back this is the way the only way that you can do นะครับ if you save it already nothing could help you นะครับ okay so once you delete many sheets out you say that okay very easy to delete but what if we just accidentally delete the wrong I mean what or how can we protect นะครับ to delete this sheet นะครับ what if our setting is auto save on drive Pajavo couldn't help ครับ because normally if it's automatically save it will cause a problem as well นะครับ but I mean one way to help is that นะครับ if your sheet has something inside นะครับ let's have a look suppose you type something in here okay and press enter you can see that once we want to delete it will not delete straight away it will ask you first to confirm that you really want to delete this worksheet it's different from the sheets that has nothing นะครับ okay if I create a new sheet this one if I delete sheet 2 นะครับ that there's no content inside I can delete straight away but if I delete sheet 7 it's different because it asks us first นะครับ whether we really want to delete or not นะครับ so this is the way to just like help us in one step not to automatically delete the worksheet นะครับ without intention นะครับ okay right okay now we have just one sheet นะครับ we want just sheet 1 only the next thing นะครับ what is the next thing that we have to know okay now let's see we go to the inside of the worksheet what is it นะครับ what are they you will see the grid line like this นะครับ the grid line like this นะครับ is the what to say group นะครับ is the group of small boxes inside นะครับ you can see that once you move the mouse pointer and click on each location it just show the small boxes each box นะครับ each small box นะครับ we call it as a cell นะครับ a cell 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 that means if you scroll up and down นะครับ if you scroll up and down you can see that we have like millions of cells นะครับ we have millions of cells in here ครับ the cell นะครับ has the location the cell has the location in order to locate a cell นะครับ the cell location consists of two parts นะครับ consists of two parts นะครับ for example in here นะครับ the first part นะครับ in here we call it as column นะครับ in this example you can see that A is column A นะครับ while 1 in this example is what we call a row นะครับ so that means in this cell location นะครับ cell A1 is that means this cell is located in column A row number 1 นะครับ so how to go to that column how to go to that cell you have like couple of ways to go there the first one นะครับ you move your mouse pointer นะครับ you move your mouse pointer over that cell location and click นะครับ and click now you can see that if I zoom in you can see that column A is in gray นะครับ dark gray color row 1 is in dark gray color so this one the location of this cell is cell A1 how do we gonna notice you can see that on the top of the triangle symbol you see A1 right you see A1 this is cell location นะครับ this is cell location of the current cell this is cell A1 and the box that we have the cell location here we call it as name box นะครับ we will use the name box for other purposes later on but right now we use name box in order to identify the location of the cell first นะครับ okay after that if I want to go to the cell location F20 ครับ everyone just do it together go to cell F20 ครับ F20 then you go to column F right and then you go to 20 and then you click here is F20 okay so if you want to go to cell Z100 what are we going to do you can see that right now we have to scroll more and more นะครับ to go to Z100 นะครับ in order to go there and after that you click on it but if you want to go to cell Z100 easily we have like easier way in order to go to that cell how can we do so you just go to the cell to the name box in here นะครับ then you type Z100 instead and press enter you can see that right now it goes to cell Z100 automatically นะครับ so this is the way in order to go to a specific cell by using the name box apart from that นะครับ instead of scrolling up and down you may use the buttons on your keyboard to help as well you may just go to page up page down นะครับ to go to many cells or many rows at a time นะครับ apart from that one นะครับ if you want to go to some cells quickly for example if you go to cell let's say K1358 นะครับ and type some formula blah 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 something like that in that cell if you want to go to cell A1 นะครับ quickly instead of just going to name box and type A1 นะครับ there's no need if you go to like some cells for example the first cell the last cell นะครับ the rightmost column นะครับ or the lowest cell นะครับ or the maximum row you may use like the buttons on the keyboard to help for example if I want to go to the cell A1 easily นะครับ or quickly I can use a shortcut the shortcut is control home นะครับ everyone let's try ครับ if you press control นะครับ hold control button and press home it jumps up to A1 immediately if I want to see that what is the last row of this worksheet นะครับ you press control down arrow, you can see that it just go down to the maximum row that we have, that is 1,048,576 row นะครับ same as the column as well. If you want to go to the rightmost column, you can press Control and the right arrow key. The last one is XFD นะครับ column XFD, and let's see how do they refer the location. It's XFD 1048576, something like that. But I think normally we don't use the data. We don't fill up the worksheet like this. It's too much นะครับ okay. Okay, then we just go back to the A1 นะครับ press Control Home. Okay, it just jump back to the cell A1. Now, you know the components นะครับ in the worksheet already นะครับ you know the components in the worksheet already. In order to select some cells, for example, if you want to select B3 to C4, what should we do? In order to select the continuous cells, the things that we do is that you just click and drag นะครับ it will highlight those cells that you want to cover นะครับ if you want to choose or you want to highlight the whole column have the cell in the whole column, you click on that column name. For example, if you want to choose or highlight or select the whole column B, you click column B here. It's highlight all of the column. If you want to select the whole row, you go to the row name, the row number, sorry, and click. Then it just like create the whole row in here. Okay. So when you have this one already, what is the next thing that you have to know? If you want to select everything in this worksheet, every cell in this worksheet, you don't need to just like drag and highlight to highlight. Don't need to do so. The things that we do is that you see the triangle symbol here, right? On the top left corner of the worksheet, click there and it highlights the whole sheet for you. What for? Somebody just might want to copy the content in here to another sheet, something like that. Someone may want to change the font of every cell in the sheet. Someone may want to just like change the formatting of the cells in this sheet. They may just like have to choose or select all the cells in this sheet. Okay, so what can be inside a cell? Normally, a cell, we put the data into each cell นะครับ It might be text ครับ might be a sentence, a phrase of data. It might be a number นะครับ It might be a function นะครับ So in this one, I'll just like show you the example นะครับ of entering the data นะครับ Sometimes when we create or when we type the heading of like some table, we just type the heading in one cell นะครับ For example, I type ABC company. You can see that I type ABC company in one cell straight away นะครับ I don't separate as ABC in cell A, company in cell B1, limited in cell C1. No, we don't do like that because it makes like the moving or managing these values difficult นะครับ Okay, and then I press enter. You can see that, okay, right now we have like the data in there already นะครับ Okay, next type sales reports. Okay, you just type the same as my one นะครับ Cell A2, you type cell report. In the cell B2, you type as of December 2020 นะครับ Okay, so right now I will show you something นะครับ The first one, you can see that in the cell A1, when I type the name of the company, it's longer than the column นะครับ width longer than the column width or wider than the column width that we have. So this one it is not good นะครับ because whenever we have to just like do something, for example when we want to print or save it as PDF file, sometimes some of the values might be just like what to say, it's overlapped. Same as cell A2 as well. You can see that the sales report, it's too long. I mean, it's too wide, while the column width is narrower than the word sales report. So that means in here, it's just like replaced by the word as of December, blah, blah, blah. But actually, the original data is still sales report. How do I know? If you want to see the original data that you enter into that text, you can see that in here. You have a long white box, in here นะครับ a long white box here, we call it as formula bar. This one show the formula including the original data that we enter นะครับ okay, so in here you can see that you still see that once you click on A2 นะครับ you see sales report in the formula bar, right? So that means the original data you type is sales report, but now it's just like blocked by the word as of December, blah blah blah. So what should we do in here? So the next thing is that how do we gonna widen the column นะครับ in order to widen the column width, we have a couple of ways to do that. Same as higher the height of the row นะครับ when you have to widen the column, you choose the column that you want to widen it first. For example, in here I want to widen column A. I choose column A. The first way to widen the column is to manually widen it. The width of the column will be justified manually นะครับ In order to do that, after you highlight the column already, if you move the mouse pointer over the column border, here it's between column A and B, right? You want to widen column A. Once you move the mouse pointer over the border, you can see that right now the arrow symbol is changed to be two directional black arrow นะครับ you click and drag. So right now the column width will be widened นะครับ as a freehand. This one ครับ this is the first way. After that, if you say that okay, I have a specific width that I just like want to set up column A, what should I do? So in order to make column A นะครับ to have the specified width, you highlight column A first, right click and choose column width. Then you just specify column width as you want. For example, if you say that I want the column width to be just 20 นะครับ 20 points. Okay, this is like the things that we have, because sometimes you may want to have column A and column E to be in the same width. You may have to just do like this because it's more precise than using the freehand ones. After that, we do automatically width adjustment. So if you have, let's say, 20 columns, we don't want to waste the time to manually adjusting the column width by yourself, but you want Excel to justify the column width automatically. What should I do? So if we say that, okay, let me just like make this one to be narrow. Okay, this one, you want column AB to be automatically adjust for the width. You highlight both of them. You highlight both of them. After that, you go to the border of column A and B, or the border of column B and C. Both of them are okay. After that, when you see the bidirectional arrow, you double click. Now, the width of the column will be adjusted by itself นะครับ automatically. How does it adjust? It adjusts to the widest text or numbers or values that you have นะครับ of that column นะครับ This one is also workable with row height as well. For the row height, you can adjust them in different ways as well. First one, you highlight the row and then drag to make the row to be higher. Or you may just highlight the rows and then right click, choose row height, and then set up the row height by yourself manually. Suppose I said that, okay, I said row height is 20. Yeah, something like that. Or you say that you want to have automatically adjusted, you highlight the rows, go to the border, and then double click. Now it's automatically adjusted to fit the height นะครับ of the text that we have. Okay, right. So now you know how to just like set up the width and the height of the column and rows already. Okay, next we are going to start entering the data. Okay. Okay. So right now you can see that when I type the table นะครับ I type the heading นะครับ month and sales amount and the month that is January. Excel has a feature in order to set up the sequence of the data automatically. Normally, Excel just like have the sequence of the data, especially for the month, for the quarter, and also for the running numbers as well. So how can we have the automatically running of the sequence? Firstly, you need to have the sequence for Excel first. For example, if you have January, you must have February. So you can see that right now, these 2 months are the continuous month. Excel will know that, okay, if you just like create the next cell,นะครับ it should be March, April, May นะครับ until the next month that you just like finish dragging. So in here, how can we just like filling up the cells with the automatically running the sequence of the data? In this one, I highlight January and February cell first. And after you highlight, you can see that on the bottom right corner, there will be small green dots here. Right? That means Excel realize for having the sequence of data already, you just drag as you like. So I want to have from March to December. Once you drag, it also shows a preview for you on the right hand side in the small box as well. In here, I just add more until December. If you add over December, it will restart with the next January, February, something like that. Okay, now we don't want, we just like want to finish at December. Then you release the mouse pointer. It just ended up with December as we want. นะครับ Okay. Next. If we say that we don't want month นะครับ we don't want month to be on the column A. We want to move them นะครับ we want to move the whole table นะครับ to be start with column B instead. What should we do? The easiest way is that you move the whole table นะครับ you move the whole table to the next location by highlighting the all the cells that contains the value that you want. Go to any edge of the table, for example, the top edge or the right edge, and after that you drag นะครับ to move it to another column นะครับ something like this. This is the moving of the table. Some of the people say that they don't want to move like this. They want to cut and paste. You can do it นะครับ highlight all the cell first and click cut. And after that, if you say that, oh, I want to move to column B, then you just go to column B and then click paste นะครับ it just like cut and paste to the new location. Apart from that one นะครับ if you say that you want to shift everything นะครับ to the right hand side for one column without using the cut and paste, without using dragging, what should we do? We will insert a blank column in here. So that means we want to have a new blank column that is column A, and we shift everything to start with column B. The things that we do is that we highlight the whole column A like this, because we create a new blank column before this column. After that, you right click. In the context menu, you see a menu called insert. You click insert. Now everything is like moved to column B, and there will be one blank column A coming in here. Okay. So now I'll just like show you for automatic sequencing of the data. If I say that, okay, I have number 1, number 2. So Excel will know that once you have the automatic sequencing, it will be 3, 4, 5, and so on. You highlight 1 and 2 first, and then you drag. You can see that in here, it just have number 3 to 12 for you automatically. Okay, this is automatic sequencing as well. After that, okay, this one you have to type by yourself. Okay, so you just type in. I don't copy this one and let you paste it. I want you to type it by yourself first while I'm explaining. Everyone just keep in mind when you enter any number, especially for the currency for the currency, enter just number only. Don't enter the spatial symbol. You can see that in here. You see the sales amount. I say that it is dollars. But I never type $sign in front of the numbers in here. I just type the number, the currency, like 1.25 million, like this. I just type 1250000 like this without having $sign. Also, comma. For example, instead of typing 1,250,000, you don't type comma separator by yourself. One thing that you can enter if you enter the currency amount is that if you have decimal point like cents or stang, you may be able to enter point and followed by the numbers. Currency sign, separated commas, don't enter because otherwise what will happen if you enter one. Okay, let me just like show you this. If I enter like this, $sign 1,250,000 in here, it is different from the left hand side cell. Right now, cell D5 compare with cell C5, you can see that cell C5 is right indent, while cell D5 is left indent. What are the difference? This one you have to keep in mind. When you type anything that look like number, without setting any format of the cell นะครับ if it is a number it will be right align นะครับ it will be right align but anything that is left aligned without setting normally it is a text the cell in the cell D5 here is become the text what is the difference between numbers and text numbers is calculatable while text is not that means if you want to sum $1250000 นะครับ that you think that it is a number with like other months sales amount you can't do itนะครับ it is it will cause the error to you okay so this one is wrong นะครับ this one is wrong this one is wrong okay right okay but you may say that I want to have dollar sign and I want to have comma to separate what should I do the next thing that we have to learn is what we call cell formatting นะครับ cell formatting cell formatting is a way that we format the cell to be specific forms of the display that you want นะครับ I can tell you that the formatting is just for displaying purpose only the original intention for calculation is still the same นะครับ so in this one you can see that when we have this amount of money and we want it to display like in the D5 cell like this you have to make or you have to show currency symbol you also have to show comma symbol in here as well in order to do the cell formatting firstly we highlight the cell first after you highlight the cell you right click นะครับ and you see format cells it's in here นะครับ once you click format cell you can choose what format would you like to use for example in this data นะครับ we would like to format it as them as a currency then you go to the number tab นะครับ you choose the category that is currency นะครับ on the right hand side now it's showing the symbol นะครับ sorry not the symbol the sample of your data that it should be in here it will show as baht symbol 1,250,000.00 you say that no I want to show it as dollar sign and I don't want to have the decimal points what should I do you just choose decimal point to be 0 decimal points นะครับ and symbol you change it as the dollars นะครับ like this you can see that it shows a sample like this what about negative numbers what would you like it to be displayed in here if you don't change anything the default is that it shows negative symbol in front of dollar sign and then they have comma separation and then the color is in black นะครับ or you may just like choose them as you like นะครับ up to you this one I choose the first one the default ones and I click OK so you can see that right now every value every cell will be shown as like the dollar sign symbol and then they have comma separations as well you can see that if you consider C5 and D5 they look similar but the things that make these two cells to be different is that on the left hand side in cell C5 it's calculatable while cell D5 is non-calculatable values so how do we know that okay whether this one is the real currency or it's just the text that you type in นะครับ I want you to see this so if you have a look on the cell D5 that I type dollar sign and comma by myself if you have a look on the formula bar you can see that it shows dollar sign and it shows comma for me that means I manually type it in but if I have a look on C5 that I make a format I format the cells you can see that in the cell C5 is showing as dollar sign 1,250,000,000 but in the formula bar it show 1.25 million นะครับ without having any special symbols here so this one นะครับ it is the way that we just have a look that we use to check whether it has the spatial characters that you manually type in, or it's just a formatting by doing this นะครับ okay so when you have this already นะครับ when you have this already I just like type sales amounts right now I have it in Thai baht นะครับ so Prajavo asks me that how to make non-calculatable value into calculatable value. If you enter the data like this, no, you can't do it. You can't do it. You have to leave it like that. If you ask me that, I mean, for the fundamental class like this, you can't do anything. But in terms of advanced class, the things that I do is that I will eliminate dollar sign. I have to use a function to eliminate dollar sign. I have to use a function to eliminate commas. And then I have to use another function to convert from the text to numbers again. It has to pass a couple of steps. So that's why normally we don't try to just like enter the non-calculatable values into a cell นะครับ if it's not needed นะครับ we don't do that. Okay, right. Okay, right now we have entered the data already นะครับ the next one we will show you how to just like set up some format of the table a bit นะครับ we will create a border. In order to create a border, you may just use the shortcut in here. We go to Home tab นะครับ in the font group you see the border and then you choose the border that you like นะครับ okay and then I just highlight to change some text a bit okay you can set up the font or anything by yourself นะครับ in here okay I can change I can put the fill color text as a bold text already okay so I set the alignment to be center okay something like that okay right okay right now I have the table already it looks a bit better than the first one without having borders okay next I will show you for the functions in Microsoft Excel นะครับ I will show you the functions in Microsoft Excel the basic calculation first okay I'll start with the basic calculation first in Microsoft Excel นะครับ bear in mind that when you would like to calculate anything นะครับ we always start with equal sign in that cell first นะครับ equal sign in that cell first for example if you say that you want to have the sales amount นะครับ if you want to have sales amount in Thai baht normally we multiply the sales amount นะครับ with currency exchange rate นะครับ with currency exchange rate so in this one assume that the currency exchange rate is 32.53 baht 32.53 baht นะครับ so I'll type 125,000 multiplied by 33.25 okay so this is the basic calculation as I told you we have to start the cell นะครับ we have to start the cell with this one นะครับ equal sign and then we have the calculation นะครับ as we would like to have after that นะครับ you just press enter นะครับ so in this one You can see that the sales amount is 4.15 to 500. If you would like to set up the format of the sales before you really have the data in here, it's okay too. Now I will just set up the format in column D นะครับ We highlight all the sales that we would like to set up the format and do the same thing. I right click, choose format sales, then I choose currency. I don't want decimal places, and then I want symbol to be Thai baht, that is baht symbol. I click it, okay. You can see that in here it just shows sales amount in Thai baht for January's sales amount นะครับ okay. So we can do the same thing with column B. In February to December นะครับ we can just like have the calculation like this. You can see that right now in cell D5 it shows us as 41.5 million baht, right? But the original value for the cell D5 you may see it in the formula bar. It is 1.25 million times 33.25 นะครับ so 41.56 million is the output of this calculation นะครับ so in this one, as I told you, if you want to see that what is the original value of this calculation, you can see from the formula bar นะครับ by the way, if I have to calculate or if I have to type the calculation like this in every single cell, it wastes a lot of time นะครับ it wastes a lot of time. So that's why we need to have the calculation. We need to have the calculation and we need to use the tools that we call referencing นะครับ so today นะครับ I just like want to stop at this part first, and on Wednesday I'm going to talk about the referencing in Microsoft Excel นะครับ. So up to this point, do you have any questions for the basic calculation that we usually start with equal sign before the calculation? Okay. If you don't have any questions นะครับ I want you to save this workbook นะครับ Everyone just go to top left corner, click on save นะครับ click on save. But for anyone who haven't saved yet, click on file and then choose save. It will ask you for the file name. Name this file as my first book นะครับ and then click save. Okay. Okay ครับ so when you save the file already นะครับ, so the next thing that I will tell you before we finish the class is the routine work that I usually do นะครับ so normally I will just like randomly ask you to just like check for the attendance นะครับ the attendance that I'll use to check is that I want all of you to open up your camera, and then I'll capture the screen นะครับ and I'll capture the screen. So I'll tell you that everyone please turn on your camera so that I can check the attendance, because once I capture the screen already, I know who is in my class and are you sleeping or not นะครับ okay นะครับ so and then when you turn on your camera already, I may say that okay, please wait for a while because I will have to just like let everyone to be on first so that I can capture นะครับ okay ครับ everyone please turn on your camera ครับ just won't be long นะครับ just like capturing the screen. Supisara ครับ please turn on your camera. Okay, yeah. Nontiya, Namoli, and Cecil, please turn on your camera. Okay, right. Okay, I capture here already. Yes.
Cecil is in the torrent.
Who's that? Sorry.
Cecil, she is in the torrent.
Okay, no problem, no problem, because I mean, like, at least she is just like in here. I mean, like, okay, thanks for telling me. Okay, right. So, okay, hang on. If you don't have any questions, you have a nice day. Everyone, you stay safe and take care. We see each other again on this coming Wednesday. Bye bye for now. Bye bye. Have a nice day. Bye bye.
thank you
You're welcome. Take care. Bye bye.
ขอบคุณครับ
ขอบคุณค่ะ